time, Claw won the Island Challenge advantage for the very first time.
But jubilation turned to despair when once again Sting snatched the island treasure.
With the final escape looming ever closer, Claw must do everything they can to win the next island treasure.
We have to win, no matter what happens.
But the island has decided to shake things up.
The island is giving us no break today. It's pure challenges.
And today will force the adventurers to go head-to-head in a multitude of grueling trials. But in this arduous test, some will face their fears.
It would seriously be a disappointment if I were the one to lose for the team.
Whilst others feel the burn.
Keep 'em up, Katie. You're pushing your luck.
Everything is about to change on Scorpion Island.
And welcome to Escape from Scorpion Island, the island that's as unpredictable as the weather. I'm Johnny.
And I'm Mylene. Two teams of adventurers are battling it out against the island, their only mission to escape. But this is a tricky place, and only one team will escape on the final day.
Scorpion Island relishes in its splendid isolation and uses its natural world as its impenetrable defence system. The island is teeming with life, its precious treasure.
In recent times, an adventurer came from far across the seas. He was a fortune hunter whose mission it was to plunder the island of its legendary treasure.
He took on the island's challenges and succeeded, but when he failed in his final escape, the furious island mischievously captured the fortune hunter's spirit and locked it away.
So what happened to the mysterious fortune hunter all those years ago, and what role does he play in the final race to escape?
All we know is that he's mysteriously helping our adventurers, but the island is trying to stop him and the teams.
It's all about winning the island treasures, and last time Sting won the 9th, the coral sponge. Here's what happened at the island fire last night.
Well, now it's time to reveal which team captains will be playing tomorrow's Island Challenge. Congratulations, Dylan and Katie. You're going to be playing tomorrow. Anything that you guys are going to do differently?
Win again.
Win again, so you don't want to do anything differently?
Then we're going to continue our streak, and then going to win another treasure.
You are on quite a streak. Dylan, what have you got to say to that? I think you need to make some big changes.
Enjoy sucking up and mopping the floor with your sponge, and we're going to win something a bit better than a sponge, hopefully.
Listen, guys, you might laugh at the sponge, but it is an island treasure, and the island treasures really do count towards the final race to escape.
So, Dylan from Claw faces Katie from Sting. They took each other on when the boys faced the girls, but then it was Dylan who was on the winning team. And Katie was playing catch-up. How will the captains cope now the tables have turned?
We are going to concentrate tomorrow on winning, and we have to catch back up. You know, we're falling behind a lot now, and you know, we really need the island treasures as well for the final escape.
I want to win so badly because it'll be a great feeling to know that you were part of that team which won, and the feeling will be a great feeling.
So, it's our adventurers' 10th day on the island. So far, Sting are in the lead with 7 island treasures. Claw still have only 2.
Remember, the more island treasures they win, the greater their advantage in the final race to escape. Let's go over to the camps and see what they're all up to this morning.
The island has unleashed a torrent of rain on the adventurers, and even the old fortune hunters' rusty metal camps are taking a battering from the hard showers.
Over in a rainy tree camp, Team Sting are brimming with confidence. They've won an impressive 7 island treasures. They may be in the lead, but they can't afford to let their guard down. So Jeremy has decided to run a karate lesson.
Right, guys, because I'm a red belt in karate, I'm going to get you all in the fighting spirit. I'm going to, teach you a little bit of karate. Is that okay? Yeah. Look down. Punch. All the way round and down. Punch. 90 degrees and block down.
Meanwhile, Team Claw, after days of losing, know how important it is that they win their first challenge of the day, the Code Cracker.
Team Claw gets through to the second round, you've got to work as fast as you can, because if we actually win this for once and then you lose it in the Code Cracker, it'd be so devastating because we actually won the first round, then lose the second round. So I think everyone's going to work their hardest as much as they can today.
The day has come, and I think that today, Claw, we're fighting back. There's a couple of only days left till we escape this horrid place, and we're gonna escape and hopefully leave Sting behind.
We have to win, no matter what happens. We really have to pull together as a team and do our best. So no pressure, James. No pressure. No pressure at all. If everyone gives their 100%, that's fine. Yeah. Even if we lose, everyone's tried their best. You can always say that. Yeah. Doesn't really matter.
But the adventurers are about to find out that today is a day like no other. The island, livid that one team will soon escape its clutches, has a devious plan to unsettle the adventurers by sabotaging their daily routine.
The adventurers will still take on the island in an island challenge. But first, Sting and Claw must face 3 separate trials. The winner of each trial will be awarded a 5-second advantage.
So there are a total of 15 seconds up for grabs, and the teams will take the time advantage they've won from the trials to the island challenge when they play for today's treasure.
But the adventurers can sense the change.
I have absolutely no idea what's going on. Don't know whether the island wants to mix up our teams, whether he wants to swap a few of us around, whether the island wants to be really devious and stuff, or whether he wants to make sure it's really hard for us to get to the Fortune Hunter and escape, but I just really don't know what's happening.
Some adventurers are confused, but because the island is making changes, the Fortune Hunter must prepare the teams for this change.
I found one, okay?
Once again, the adventurers must piece together the shards of the symbol ring, but this is not like any ring they've seen before. It's made up of numbers.
Numbers have changed the whole thing completely now.
How can you see a piece which goes in and look at the colour of it as well?
Now, who will piece the new symbol ring together in the quickest time? Only 5 pieces make the ring complete. The adventurers may have memorised the way the symbol ring was put together, but that knowledge has been ripped from them. Any familiarity with the symbol ring has gone.
That other one there! Yes! This! Yes! That is not the one. Oh no, it doesn't! That one there, the 7! We need a small piece to go there, Dylan.
However, even with a brand new number ring, Team Sting look confident.
Quickly.
That's it, Sting completed it the quickest.
So, Team Sting may have mastered the Fortune Hunter's puzzle, but now they must prove themselves in the next stage of the trial, with a chance of winning the first-time advantage up for grabs.
This time, the new number ring will relate to the symbols. Natty and Katie have to work out an equation, and each symbol on the board relates to a number. They must line up the correct number to each symbol and then work out the missing numbers that complete the equation and place them into empty boxes. If they identify these 3 numbers correctly, they will have cracked the code.
Right, ladies, you're going to have 3 minutes to try and crack this code.
It's probably going to involve a lot of number crunching. How's your maths?
Pretty good.
Good. How's your maths?
Pretty good.
Excellent. Are you ready?
Yes.
3, 2, 1, go.
Both go to the board. Okay. The square equals 9, so you have to
Square.
find
Equals
Last square.
9. Got it?
the... Okay, there's a mountain. The mountain one.
Yes.
What does that equal?
What? The mountain?
This has got to be the most difficult code cracker yet. The confusion starts almost immediately.
No, it's to do with the numbers. The numbers.
It says 2 on it.
No. Don't use these. Use the numbers.
Okay.
So then you go, what number does that equal? Okay? Maybe
Okay.
that's what it is. So what does the monkey equal in the numbers?
7.
The monkey symbol is lined up with the number 7.
What are the mountains?
3.
That little cactus thing.
2.
The X.
Minus.
And then the mountains. Oh, mountains were 3, weren't they? Cloud.
Cloud. Plain cloud is 5.
Jail.
That is 8.
Okay. The X with in the square.
The X in the square equals.
Equals? 2 knives.
X times.
Shark.
1.
They're focused. Now they have to do the maths and fill in the blanks. But as the rain pours, Natty is feeling the pressure, and Clara have spotted that she has written the wrong answer in the box. 372 minus 358 is 14, not 72. From this point on, the sum will never work, and time is running out fast.
5, 4,
What's that?
3.
They've got it wrong, and time is up.
We won for doing nothing.
The code cracker was the first trial, and this means Team Clove won the first 5 seconds up for grabs.
Claw, congratulations, you are the winners and you win the time advantage for the challenge later on today. I'm guessing you're pretty happy about that.
Yeah.
Well, we look forward to seeing them play the next challenge. So, Sting and Claw know that the island is testing them in a series of trials today.
But the fortune hunter also knows of the island's plans. He too went through the very same trials on his 10th day and intends to help the adventurers.
Now that team captains Katie and Dylan know that today is different, they're checking to see if the fortune hunter has left them a message.
They've found his note and gather both teams at River Camp.
On my 10th day, there was a different test from the island. So the island will be testing you today. Who is the strongest? All will be revealed.
Team captains pick 2 players today.
Well, we're gonna have to pick 2. The island is giving us no break today. It's pure challenges, pure hard strength, and finding out the strengths and weaknesses for the final escape so we can trap some of us here.
Dylan knows that the remaining trials will be formidable, so he and Katie have to pick 2 teammates, each worthy of taking on the island. It's decision time.
Alright, well, I'm gonna pick James and Eleanor. James is the strong person, the person that's a bit more emotional and is just really strong-hearted.
Well, what happened yesterday in the game, I'm going to pick Peter. Peter is a very, well, as they say, nimble person. He's really quite a playmaker. He's really good at everything, really. He's a really good part of the team, and he contributes so much that he makes us win a lot. And Peter and Peter and
from yesterday, Jordan, as well.
Jordan is a very smart person. He's amazing at the memory challenges and the code cracker challenges. He's also very good with his rope skills and going upside down.
On this unusual day, Team Claw really need to win the island treasure because Sting are in the lead with 7, while Claw still have only 2. Their final day on the island is getting close, and both Sting and Claw want the island treasure because the more their team is awarded, the greater the advantage they'll gain in the final race to release the fortune hunter's spirit and escape.
The 10th island treasure to be won is the clamshell. Lurking at the bottom of the deep and cavernous ocean, the clamshell represents the scheming island and how it can trap the adventurers at any time, just like the fortune hunter's spirit.
As Sting failed in the code cracker, this gave Claw the win, and they were rewarded with a 5-second time advantage to take into the island challenge, or rather island challenges, because the island has really mixed things up. It's making Sting and Claw enter into 3 different ultra-intense one-on-one face-offs. Ring of Steel, a test of strength and stamina. Waterfall, a test of bravery and tactics. And finally, Tower of Stones, a test of speed and mental agility. The winners of each of the first 2 games will be rewarded with a further 5-second advantage. And all of these advantages will be applied in the last extraordinary contest that will determine which team takes the latest all-important island treasure, the clamshell. Now, first up, it's Claw's captain Dylan versus Sting's captain Katie. This is the first time they've represented Sting and Claw on their own, but we've seen them both throwing everything into the team challenges. Katie has demonstrated what a physical and courageous adventurer she is. Will these qualities help her to victory here? Dylan has shown his competitive side and his tactical prowess. Could these be just the traits he needs? Well, they are 2 outstanding captains, but who will win the next 5-second advantage? Time to find out.
Guys, welcome to the wettest part of Scorpion Island, the island's arena. That final race to escape is getting ever closer, so the island's laid on a whole heap of challenges for you all. Playing the first challenge is going to be Katie and Dylan. You are going to take on the Rings of Steel. Right, Dylan, Katie, this will test your strength and definitely your stamina. Here's what's going to happen. Your teammates are going to put the rings on your arms and you need to keep your arms aloft like this, straight. If I see you putting them up higher or lower, the game will have ended. The player who manages to keep their arms straight for the longest time possible will be the winner.
This is real pressure. Which captain has the stamina to triumph here?
So if your teammates could come in now, please, and place the Rings of Steel on the arms of the team captains. Hold your arms out straight, and I'll be watching you like a hawk, guys.
Remember, a total of 15 seconds time advantage is available to the teams. But will it be Katie or Dylan who wins the 5 seconds up for grabs here?
Teammates, release the Rings of Steel.
And here they go. And each of these rings is as heavy as 10 fizzy drink cans. Just imagine what this must feel like. Dylan's closed his eyes. He's clearly trying to go deep within himself to take his mind off the sheer strain on his arms. Katie's sailing so close to the wind. With this sagging, it's a wonder the island hasn't called time already.
Keep those arms aloft, Katie. I don't want to see him drooping too far.
She doesn't look like she's enjoying this. And having had her first public warning, she's really got to focus. What amazing fortitude this is. They've been keeping the rings up for more than 30 seconds now. The island clearly wants to see them suffer. Oh, and Katie's starting to look properly uncomfortable. Dylan seems so determined. Looking at his face, you wouldn't know he was carrying anything at all.
Keep those arms aloft. I don't want to see him drooping.
And Katie's raising her arms, but the tension is clearly getting to her. This must be so worrying for the rest of Team Sting.
Keep him up, Katie. I'm watching you. You're pushing your luck.
Oh, and Dylan might be as strong as an ox, but he is feeling the burn. They've been holding the rings up for almost a minute and a half. This is becoming a real endurance challenge. But Katie's let this ring slip down onto her wrist. It's got to be so uncomfortable, and it's left her totally unbalanced. Oh, Dylan's starting to control his breathing. The longer Rings of Steel goes on, the more it becomes a mental as well as physical challenge. Katie's looking really distressed now, and she's letting her rings droop right down, while Dylan's are still horizontal. Surely she's not going to be able to pull back from this. It's got to be the end for her.
Katie, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to stop the game there. Dylan, you can now drop the Rings of Steel. Katie, that was so close. Your arms must have been aching so much there.
It was really sagging on me, and in the end I was creaking to the right and creaking to the left, and I just dropped down.
I could just feel it everywhere shaking. I was like, eh, and I'm like, no, I'm not going to drop this. I'm never going to drop her until she drops, so...
Well, Dylan, it was a hugely impressive display. You did show some signs of discomfort, but there was never any hint you might give in. Katie, on the other hand, seemed to struggle right from the start. She did show terrific perseverance in keeping her rings aloft, more or less for over 2 minutes, but it clearly felt like a lifetime. And so, when Johnny had to call time, there was no doubting which captain had come out on top here. So, what do their teammates think of their captain's performance in the Rings of Steel?
It's a bit easier for Dylan because he is quite strong.
The powerhouse.
Yeah, because he's quite strong and got quite a bit of stamina. But he told us teammates that he could have gone for at least another 20 seconds and not even moved his arms.
In the Rings of Steel, I think Dylan and Katie, they did really well, but Dylan, I think he was just a powerhouse. And
He's definitely a powerhouse, isn't he?
yeah, and he was so determined, and he kept his arms straight all the way through, whereas Katie, I think her arms were bent all the way through, and she was just tired after a while, and she just gave up.
Peter and Zach are the firmest of friends, but now they're on different teams. Sting and Claw rivalry is always present.
I think Claw are still putting 100% effort in, even though we're losing. But I think Sting have given up a little bit.
I absolutely disagree with that. I think as the escape moved closer, we're getting more tired, and both the teams are getting tired. Really, I don't think Sting is relaxing and, chilling because they are in front. But we are still putting it in 110%, and we'll keep it that way all the way through. I think as we get closer to the escape, as a whole team, I think we're not relaxing or laying back. We're just, keeping that 100%, 110%.
You can't relax, mate. You got Claw on your behind.
This may be an extraordinary day, but Claw have seized the opportunity for a comeback and have netted 2 5-second advantages. And team captain Dylan is pleased because this is the first time he has personally won a challenge.
I won for the team, and I'm really proud of myself being team captain and winning at the same day. I'm really proud of myself. I think my teams are extremely happy with me because they saw that the determination and the shakiness of my face and my arms and my legs have led to a wonderful victory and a 5-second advantage.
But now he knows that he's going to have to hand over to the rest of the team to keep up the pace.
My time has come today to show my full potential, and now it's up to the rest of the team.
So now James and Eleanor for Claw will face Peter and Jordan for Sting. But now that Sting have fallen behind, their captain Katie is concerned.
I'm a little bit worried about how Sting are doing today, and I hope they'll do well in the next challenge, so we can still have an alright advantage and hopefully still win their own treasure.
So Claw won the Code Cracker, now they've won the Rings of Steel. It's time for the next challenge.
The island made the captains select who was going to play for each team here. For Sting, Katie chose Jordan, while for Claw, Dylan chose James. Having both been captains themselves, they have both represented their teams on their own before now. Jordan put in a courageous performance in Hardwired, and James absolutely threw himself into Flight of Fear. So they are two rock-solid adventurers, but there can only be one winner. And here is what they're taking on. This is Waterfall. A mighty wall has 3 holes through it. An adventurer on one side of it has to choose a seat under one of these holes before their opponent on the other side tips a bucket full of freezing water through a hole of his choosing. James and Jordan will both have 3 turns at pouring and 3 turns at trying not to get soaked. 1 point is earned for every drenching they give each other, and whoever ends up with the most points wins. It sounds extremely simple, but in fact, Waterfall is a real mind game in which you've really got to think through every move, and you'll only win if you can outwit your adversary. So, will it be Jordan or James who's crafty enough to triumph here and bag the last 5-second time advantage for their team?
Jordan and James, are you ready?
Ready!
Jordan, take your final position.
So James is pouring first, and that means Jordan is going to be doing everything he can to dodge the water.
Very interesting to see where he goes first.
It might seem like just a game of chance, but actually, this is deeply tactical. Well, he's made his decision. So now it's up to James to make his first choice. And of course, he's got a 1 in 3 chance of soaking Jordan.
Jordan's getting worried. OK, James, pour.
He went for the near side hole, and that means it's a miss. Good news for Jordan and gutting for James, but this is where it gets really interesting. Jordan selected the near side seat without hesitation. He's banking on James not pouring through the same hole twice in a row.
So no points yet for James and Team Claw. Pour.
It's a hit! He got him!
That's 1 point for James and Team Claw, and a very drenched Jordan.
James double bluffs Jordan here, cunningly repeating himself to pour just where Jordan least expected.
OK, we're going to go to the final round. Jordan, please take your final position. He's having a think. It must be horrible waiting, sitting in that seat, knowing that something's coming.
Is Jordan now going to try to play James at his own bluffing game and take the same position again? He is! He's chosen the near side seat. So, will James keep consistent and go near side too? Jordan seems worried he's about to fall straight into a trap of James's, but no, he's gone for the middle.
And it's a miss. No. So that's it. 1 point for Team Claw and James. Let's have a look at that again.
James and Jordan seemed really evenly matched here. Jordan wrongly assumed James wouldn't pour through the same hole twice in a row and got soaked as a consequence, much to James's delight. But then, after much deliberation, Jordan turned the tactical tables on his opponent, opting to sit in the same position twice in a row himself. So he avoided James's last bucket load, meaning midway through this challenge, James has only scored 1 point. Will Jordan be able to do any better? Still to come. Despite their lead, there are concerns in Claw about their attitude.
When we're positive, you act like winners. When you're negative, you act like losers, and that's what you're doing.
James feels the pressure to win for his team.
I was really scary. I didn't know where to go.
But Sting's Jordan isn't going down without a fight.
Jordan, Paul.
At the end, when James just screamed, he was like, ah!
And it rests upon Peter's shoulders to bring it back for Sting.
It would seriously be a disappointment if I were the one to lose for the team.
And that's it. Stop the clock. Claw may be riding on a winning streak today, but the impact of losing to Sting 4 times in a row has left its mark. When he was captain, Zach was on a mission to boost Claw's morale and get them thinking positive.
I'm getting all the team called swimming just to have some fun. Thought it might be a nice idea. Just try and keep the team positive and make sure Claw has some hope. Okay.
And today he wants to make sure that Claw stay on track.
And I know I say this every day, and I know...
No, we're not going to be positive.
But you have to be positive.
Stop saying it. You say it every day.
Yes,
Yes,
Jack,
I know, because
we've
you're
got
never
your
positive.
point. Jack, we've got you pointing to be positive, but you can't force us.
You can't be too
Yes,
positive.
I know. I'm not saying to be over positive. I'm just saying to be negative, because that's all you guys doing. It's really bringing me
But
down.
we're not being too negative.
Yes,
It's
you
good,
are.
it's good being that negative because at least when we do win, hopefully if we do win, we are surprised.
If we're being negative, then we haven't got anything to disappoint us.
We're
if we lose.
so
Listen, but then if we're negative, then if we do win, it's even better.
yeah. When we're positive, you act like winners. When you're negative, you act like losers, and that's what you're doing.
Why?
But that's how we are. We want to be like this.
You can be positive. I've seen you positive. You just choose not to be.
Like, we're being positive, except not over positive. We're being positive in the way that we are, like, actually continuing to try and not giving up. And so we're still working as a team. But, like, after the challenges have been finished, like, even though we might be losing, we still try and work harder in order to win. Like, we're not actually saying, oh, I quit, I'm not playing anymore. Like, you still keep going. That's what we all do.
We want to keep as a team, even though people have their differences between each other. Just leave it because don't fight over it, because otherwise we're just going to split up like Sting and like it's all going to turn bad. And even though we're losing at the moment, we'll lose by more. And then the final challenge, if we're going to be like this, we're not going to do our best and we're not going to try our best and we're all going to go our separate ways.
Yeah, exactly.
We have to stick together now.
Exactly.
This is the major part of it. We cannot split now.
As long as I'm positive, and you two and you three are maybe just stay as you are, but a bit more positive, then I'll be happy. If I can be a bit less positive, we'll just all be friends and win the challenges and hopefully escape from Scorpion Island.
Claw have come to an understanding, and now they must face Sting in the second half of Waterfall.
In Waterfall, James and Jordan are competing for a 5-second time advantage for their teammates in the last of today's singular spread of island challenges. In the first half, we saw Jordan on one side of a massive wall, choosing one of 3 holes to sit under, before James on the other side selected through which hole he was going to tip a bucketful of icy water. This played out 3 times, and though it initially seemed straightforward, it actually proved to be a real game of strategy. James managed one soaking, ramping up the pressure on Jordan, who now needs to score at least 2 to win. So it's the second half, and this time James is doing the dodging for Claw, while Jordan's pouring the water for Sting.
Jordan, are you ready?
Ready?
James, are you ready?
Yeah.
Take your position.
James is making his first crucial choice of seat. Oh, and he's gone for the far side, just where Jordan went for first. But the question is, which hole is Jordan going to pour through now? James looks terrified he's going to get a drenching.
Jordan, pour.
He's gone near side.
And it's a miss, and a very relieved James.
Intriguingly, both adventurers repeat each other's opening gambits in the first half, sitting far side and pouring near side. No score for Jordan here, but how will the strategic battle continue? James is choosing again. He's gone near side.
James, I need a thumbs up.
So, what's Jordan's next move? He's stepping really cautiously. He doesn't want to make any giveaway noise. But yes, he's going near side again too.
Oh, and it's a direct hit. He's hit the target.
Once again, James and Jordan both go for the same tactics as their opponent did at this point in the first half. Sitting near side and pouring near side. Was James boldly trying a double bluff? If so, it really backfired, and it means it's 1-1. And the best James can now hope for Claw is a draw. So, can Jordan make his final bucketful count?
If Jordan manages to hit the target on this pour, he'll have won. So, James, pick very carefully. I want you to pick your final position.
What will James do? He doesn't want to get soaked again, and so he's crept over to the far side. Is this a good decision? They both seem unbelievably nervous.
Okay, Jordan, remember, this is to win this point. It's crucial.
What can he do? Oh, it seems like he's already decided where he's going. James looks petrified, and he's right to be because Jordan's gone far side too, as if he'd read his rival's mind. He's struggling to reach, but yes!
And the scream indicates that Jordan did in fact hit the target.
I was really scary. I didn't know where to go. My tactic was to sit on where it just went, but I thought, as he's already been there twice, I thought maybe I might go there for he might go that for the third time because he knew he hit me. And so I came here and I got so...
At the end, when James just screamed, he was like, ah! Because he knew he had lost. It was just so relieving because you knew that you got the time advantage and you're helping your teammates.
Jordan sounds proud of his efforts here, and well he might be, because this was a close-run challenge which might have gone either way. The first half saw James trick Jordan by pouring through the same hole twice. Then Jordan flipped this by sitting in the same place twice. And the second half started exactly the same way, with James sitting where Jordan had and Jordan pouring where James had, to gain precisely the same result. It was as if they were daring each other to break the pattern. All that split the adventurers were their third turns. In the first half, James depended upon Jordan moving to a new position and missed. While in the second half, Jordan relied on James going back to where he'd started and achieved the decisive drenching. So, it's a 2-1 victory for Jordan, and it means Sting win this final 5-second time advantage for the last of today's extraordinary island challenges.
I'm here with a very wet Jordan and James. How did you find that round?
Wet.
Wet, yeah, that's one way to describe it. Well, Jordan, you won this round, but you'll both be taking your time advantages into the final round, the Tower of Stones.
The island made the captains pick who was going to play for their teams here. For Sting, Katie chose Peter, while for Claw, Dylan chose Eleanor. As they've both captained their teams, they've both got experience of competing on their own. Eleanor showed her speed and her strength in double crossing, while Peter displayed both mental and physical strength in the zigzag. So, they are two terrific adventurers, but only one of them can win here.
Remember, whoever wins this challenge will win today's island treasure, the clamshell. Lot to play for. Feeling the pressure?
Yeah.
Basically, you can see the Tower of Stones there. All you've got to do is get that Tower of Stones onto the last plinth. Sounds easy? Well, nothing is ever that easy on Scorpion Island. What you've got to do is make sure that you never let a small piece be underneath a big piece. So a smaller piece must always be on top of a larger piece. Now, you can use this middle plinth here. You can go back and forth as many times as you want, but you must only move one piece at a time. And the team player who manages to complete this in the quickest time will win today's island treasure.
However, as Sting won Waterfall, they have one time advantage, and 5 seconds will be removed from Peter's final time. But as Claw have won both the Codecracker and Rings of Steel, they have 2 time advantages, and 10 seconds will be taken off Eleanor's final time. And of course, those 5 extra seconds could really mean the difference between winning and losing. So now it's time to get ready for some top-notch, top-speed puzzling to find out who is top dog. This game might sound simple, but there are a multitude of different ways to play it.
When you've completed the challenge, we'll take away all the time that you've earned yourselves across today's challenges. Are you ready, guys?
Ready. Yeah.
It's time to play the Tower of Stones.
Eleanor's up first for Claw.
Eleanor, are you ready?
Yes.
In 3, 2, 1, go!
And she's off. This is great speed, and yep, the smallest piece all the way over, now one to the middle. And it really seems like she knows what she's doing. Has she got it all worked out?
Pretty quick work.
But of course, this challenge is not simply about speed, it's about brain power too. There's no use racing along here unless you know your place in the... Oh, is Eleanor starting to look a bit confused? After a confident start, perhaps she's beginning to realise just what she's up against.
It's a lot harder than it looks, this game. There's definitely a method to it. And if you haven't cracked that method, you could be here a long time.
And that would be really bad news for Team Claw, who desperately need the win here to up their island treasure count. Still, Eleanor's moving fast and looks very decisive. It seems as if she's working hard to get down to the largest stone and clear the end plinth for it. Could moving that one across be the key to solving this oh-so-devious puzzle? Well, she's reached it, and she's having to give it her all to move it across.
I think Eleanor might have sussed it.
Well, even if she has, she's certainly not finished yet. There's a long way still to go, and oh no! Is she losing faith in her plan? The trouble is, every move dictates the ones that follow it. You've got to keep going, but even one mistake can snowball into a world of wasted moves. But no, this is starting to look really good. She's surely on the home straight now. Just 4 more moves, and then she's got it. Yep, that's 2 stones in position. There's the 3rd. Just a tiny one left to go, and yes!
And stop the clock!
That was very nerve-wracking because I'd sussed out what I wanted to do at the start, and then I was like, what the heck do I do now? But then I got it, and fingers crossed that Peter doesn't get it as quickly as I did.
Well, Eleanor, this was a terrific effort. You moved quickly and placed the stones with great self-assurance. There were moments where she seemed to falter, but she did manage to move the Tower of Stones in an impressive 1 minute and 39 seconds. Can Peter go any faster? And what will be the impact of the time advantages that the teams played for in the earlier challenges? Now, Peter's up for Sting. He was confident in the earlier challenges as part of a team, but the prospect of facing the island alone is making him nervous.
It would seriously be a big embarrassment and disappointment if I were the one to lose for the team. I would feel so gutted.
Peter, are you ready?
Ready.
3, 2, 1, go!
And he's off. Same first move as Eleanor, and he's going so quickly too.
Peter known for being a brain box. But can he figure out this puzzle?
Ooh, that was a pointless move. Unless it's the bottom one, there's no benefit to moving a solo stone to an empty plinth. Eleanor made a couple of these bad moves too, and so if Peter wants to waste less of his precious time, he's got to focus and try to avoid making simple mistakes. Oh no! And he's looking really unsure of himself now. But he's keeping the pace up. The question is he making all the right moves with the stones? Or just causing himself even more problems? This must be worrying for the rest of Team Sting. You can almost hear Peter's brain whirring away. Has the pressure put paid to his puzzling prowess?
Peter looks like he might be stuck.
In fact, this looks like an utter mid-game meltdown. He's ground to an almost complete halt, and he's looking so uncertain about all of these moves. Oh, But this is an important moment. He's hauling the biggest stone across to its final position.
He's definitely making some headway.
And what's more, for all the hesitation, he got the largest stone over a full 8 seconds quicker than Eleanor got hers in position. This challenge is going down to the wire. Oh, that's another wasteful move, and he's slowed right down again. Whoa, he nearly slipped over, but this is good stuff. He's really ramping up his speed, and you can see his confidence levels are back to maximum too. He knows he's just 2 moves away from completing the tower. And there it is.
And that's it. Stop the clock.
Before the game, I literally had butterflies flying in my stomach, and I was really, really nervous. But after starting the game, I think I just got the swing of it. But I don't really know if it's good enough to beat Eleanor.
Well, Peter, it was incredibly close, and both of you did your teams proud here. The Tower of Stones is a legendarily fiendish puzzle with a near limitless number of solutions. However, it is possible to complete the transfer of the 4-stone tower in just 15 moves. Eleanor set about it with enormous vigour and clear focus. She did have minor moments of panic, but battled on through. Peter was really nervous before he started and seemed to cycle through giant peaks of confidence and deep troughs of uncertainty before reaching completion. It took Eleanor 28 moves to finish moving the Tower of Stones. But Peter only needed 22, so he was only 7 away from perfection, and this much greater level of efficiency was enough to compensate for his moments of inactivity, giving him a finishing time of 1 minute and 30 seconds to Eleanor's 1 minute and 39. But don't forget, the teams had been collecting 5-second time advantages. In the Code Cracker, which Claw won. In Rings of Steel,
Katie, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to stop the game there.
which Claw also won. And in Waterfall, which Sting won. That's 1 advantage for Sting, but 2 for Claw. So, 10 seconds comes off Eleanor's time, putting her on 1 minute and 29 seconds, while 5 come off Peter's time, leaving him on 1 minute and 25 seconds. And that means by just 4 seconds, Peter is the winner, and it's Sting who will take the latest island treasure, the clamshell. It's a brilliant victory for Peter, but the sheer hecticness of achieving it might just have spoiled his enthusiasm for mental challenges.
I do love doing puzzles and mental challenges, but after doing this one, I think I don't want to do one ever again.
Eleanor of Claw, Peter of Sting, that was pretty close. How did you find that last challenge?
When I first saw it, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to be so rubbish at this. And then when I got going, I sort of got in the swing of it and I did it quite fast.
Peter, how did you find it? You were pretty speedy as well.
Well, before the game, I was really, really nervous, but I think I surprised myself and I just got into the swing of things.
Well, I bet you're both wondering who won today's Island Treasure.
Of course.
Yes.
Team Sting! Team Claw! I'm going to tell you it's a nice island fire.
So, the Island Challenge is over, but the teams are left with no idea who has won the Island Treasure. Peter is worried about his efforts as he waits for the results at the Island Fire.
In today's challenge, Tower of Stones, I think I performed to my best of my capabilities, but before the game I really did have butterflies flying in my stomach and I was really nervous and I was trying to, create a tactical strategy, but when I got into the game my mind just completely went blank and I seriously did not know what to do. At the beginning I do think I rushed it a little bit and then there were a few minor stumbles in the middle and I was trying to think what to do. I really didn't want to lose it for Sting because we are on a winning streak and I want to keep that way.
I'm really nervous about finding out who won.
He decides to chat to Katie and Jeremy about how he feels.
Guys, I'm a little worried about my performance today and how I did in Tower of Stones.
Oh, do you think you beat Ella?
No chance. Seriously, I don't think I have no chance. Oh, have a little faith in yourself.
If we lost, it would be the first time Sting have ever lost. And also that...
And you know, and
I was doing the main thing. I think either way, if we win or lose, we're still winning. We're still the best. If we do lose, we don't want to feel down about ourselves. Do you know what I mean? We don't want to feel too confident that we don't care about the winning.
Oh, we're going to win it.
But if we do lose in this challenge,
it's not the end of the world.
All of it is on me. We shouldn't feel... No, you shouldn't feel that pressure, seriously. I don't think you should feel too confident, but I don't think you should feel bad if we do lose.
It'll be all right, Peter.
Yeah. I think
We're a family.
Thanks,
guys. I really appreciate
it. Katie.
Peter. Jeremy.
1, 2, 3, sing!
The island is ready to announce the winners of today's Island Challenge. Both Sting and Claw have been summoned to the Island Fire.
Welcome, Team Sting and Team Claw, to the Island Fire. Not only is this where your mission is revealed, most importantly, it's where the island communicates with you.
Now, the island really decided to test you today with all those challenges, didn't it? Katie, how are your arms after Rings of Steel?
They hurt a little bit, but they're all right now.
I saw them do a drop-in and you tried to hold them up there. Got big muscles after that. Team Claw, how did you find it?
I think it was fun having lots of different challenges, but I'm quite nervous about the last one.
I can see you're both itching to find out who's won today's challenges, as well as the 10th island treasure, the clam. Today's been a pretty busy day for both teams. You took on the Code Cracker, Waterfall, Rings of Steel, and Tower of Stones. But as you know, there can only be one winner, and only the island knows who that winner is. The team that beat the island in the challenges today is... Team Sting! You guys were so happy, the clam nearly fell off. A nice surprise?
Yeah.
I'm guessing by your reaction you didn't see that one coming.
I thought it was going to go to Claw.
Sorry, guys, bad luck there, but congratulations, Sting. Really, really well done. So you won the challenges, and you've also won the 10th island treasure, the clam. Every night at the Island Fire, only one adventurer from the winning team can be awarded the treasure. But what is the true significance of these treasures? The island knows, but will not let on just yet. Now it's time for team talk. Have a chat and think through who is your most valuable adventurer. Who served you well today?
Peter. He did well yesterday, Peter.
Yeah. Oh, that was quick.
Wow.
You already have.
I guess that's pretty unanimous.
Yeah.
Okay, who have you voted for?
Peter.
Congratulations, Peter, well done. So tell me, Team Sting, why have you chosen Peter?
He did such a good job yesterday, and he did a really good job today finishing all the challenges for us. So we think overall he's just done a really good job and he should get the next treasure.
Jordan, you're nodding ferociously.
Yep.
Why do you think that Peter was so brilliant today?
All of the reasons Natty just said. Peter's just a great captain yesterday. He has a great friendship with everybody, and he's just a great person overall.
Peter, you very happy to win this?
Yeah, definitely.
Well, congratulations, Peter. You've been awarded the most valuable adventurer. You win the 10th island treasure, the clam. Now, the clam represents how devious the island is and how it can trap you at any given moment. Well done, you've won it.
Team Sting have won their 8th island treasure. Claw still only have 2. But there's still one more island challenge left before the final escape day.
Commiserations, Claw. You were so close. You won a lot of advantages today.
We always win the advantages and do really well, and then lose by that much.
Well, maybe in the final race, it might go the other way around. They've won all the advantages and you guys might come up trumps. With that final escape looming, the pressure is on, and you can catch all the action online now. We'll see you next time on Escape from Scorpion Island. Bye.
Next time on Scorpion Island, Natty and Dylan must lead their teams into their penultimate day.
Can Dylan be the first captain to take down Team Sting and lead Claw to an historic win?
Or will Natty be the Sting captain to complete an unbelievable clean sweep of Island Challenge victories?
The very last island treasure is up for grabs.
This is it.
And their true purpose will be revealed.
I can now tell you that the island demands tomorrow during your final race to escape.
CBBC is returning to Hotel Trouble.
Ta-da!
You'll find Hotel Trouble a very calm and relaxing place.
Why has your porter got no trousers on?
The hotel is full up with a whispering convention.
Well, I didn't hear them.
Oh, you wouldn't, would you?
Check into the new series of Hotel Trouble, weekdays at 10 on the CBBC channel.
Afternoon guys, Joe here. Usually this last bulletin on a Sunday means it's nearly time for school tomorrow, but not today because it's a bank holiday. Coming up in this bulletin, New York City waits for Hurricane Irene and find out why Usain Bolt is absolutely gutted. One of the busiest cities in the world has grounded to a halt as it braces for a powerful storm to hit. As you can see, the streets are deserted in New York where people are sheltering from wet and windy conditions being brought in from Hurricane Irene. Elsewhere along the coast, they've found the full force of the giant storm. 8 people have died and thousands of homes have been damaged by winds of up to 75 miles per hour. Usain Bolt has crashed out of the World Championships without winning a medal. In a major shock, the world record-breaking sprinter was disqualified for a full start. As you probably saw there, he set off a little bit too early from everyone else, and it meant he wasn't allowed to race in the final. His training partner, Johan Blake, went on to win gold, and Bolt will still compete in the relay and 200-metre races. Footy now, and Liverpool are top of the Premier League, at least for the time being anyway. They beat Bolton Wanderers 3-1 at Anfield, taking them top. New signings Jordan Henderson and Charlie Adam both scored first goals for the club. But they could be knocked off of the top spot this afternoon by Manchester United. So Alex Ferguson's team take on Arsenal, and the gaffer is determined to win that league.
You know, the minute we won the league last season, I'm concerned about how we're going to win the league this season. You know, it's the name of the game. You can't stand still, I'll put it that way. There's a lot of thinking about being a step ahead and looking forward rather than looking back.
And in the other dugout of this big match will be Arsenal boss Arsene Wenger. He doesn't seem that confident though.
I already look physically ready and fit, so it will be an interesting confrontation on Sunday because we feel physically strong as well. And overall, I hope you will not be disappointed by the quality of the game.
The Belgian Grand Prix is happening right now, so let's see what's going on live. Well, here's the pit zones. You can see bad news if you're a Lewis Hamilton fan. He span off the track earlier in the race and he's got no chance of winning. At the moment, reigning champion Sebastian Vettel is in the lead, but Jenson Button is looking good. Congratulations are in order for Wigan Warriors Rugby League fans who are celebrating today after winning the Challenge Cup. It's a little bit like Rugby League's FA Cup, and Wigan beat Leeds Rhinos 28-18 at Wembley, but it wasn't an easy game for them.
Wigan fans had high hopes for their team, and they didn't disappoint.
take a look at this try from two brothers. Sam Tompkins cutting across and through Leeds' front line before passing to his brother. And there's no let-up in pace from Joel to weave through the entire Leeds defence.
Between two, it is one of the great Wembley tries.
But then, with half-time approaching, Leeds Rhinos began their late charge with this dash from Ryan Hall. Then this battering ram attack from Ben Jones-Bishop. Coming back from the break, Leeds could sense Wigan Warriors were shrinking, and Carl Ablett took them to just 2 points behind. But then Wigan woke up again with one, then two more tries. This one had to go to the video referee.
Whatever you want, hold your breath. The try is
A close call for Thomas Lulu and a close win for Wigan.
I must admit, I never probably dreamed of it, but to be here is just unbelievable. I mean, the effort that some of our players went through today. I mean, Josh Charnley, he broke his finger and the bone was sticking out his finger and played on. Lee Mossop popped his shoulder out, came back out and played. And, you know, the likes of Jeff Lima, everyone, all the players really put their hands up and they threw a lot at us, Leeds. You know, we got a lot of respect for them and you know, we had to withstand a lot of pressure and credit to our players. They just kept hanging in there and we got away with it.
Those rugby boys are really brave, aren't they? Next up, a giant knees up is happening right now in London. Notting Hill Carnival is Europe's biggest street party and happens every year. Mayor Boris Johnson says he hopes this year's party will make things better after the recent riots in the city. Next up, one day they'll grow to be large, dangerous predators. But right now, a litter of cute little animals are finding their feet at a zoo in Winchester in the south of England. Here's Sonali to explain.
As they took their first steps outside, it was clear these newborn cubs weren't too sure what to make of things. The two boys and a girl have been in a den with their mother since they were born nearly 3 months ago. Now that they've had their injections, it's safe for them to be outside.
They're now 12 weeks old today, and this is their first day out in the enclosure. And they're looking really well. They're all very healthy. They're all a good size for their age.
In the wild, these animals live in the high mountain ranges of South and Central Asia, but they're dying out. The breeding programme at the zoo has been going for 40 years, and keepers hope it'll save these big cats from extinction.
I think there's around 6,000 in the wild, but it's kind of hard to ascertain because of their secretive lifestyle. So it's really important for the species that we maintain populations. So here at Marwell we contribute to a European breeding programme for the snow leopards, and that's really what's so exciting about the 3 cubs at the moment.
And finally, take a look at these guys who've taken the term milk float to the extremes. They're boat racing in Latvia and Eastern Europe with their vessels made entirely out of recycled milk cartons. They're of course empty and it's taken 45,000 to make them. Hey, whatever floats your boat, get it? That's terrible, I'm so sorry. See you later on, bye-bye.